I'm a senior and I was diagnosed with 2 concussions.
Epilepsy.
ADHD.
Post-concussive syndrome.
Pre-diabetic.
Eosinophilic esophagitis.
ADHD.
Anxiety.
It's really difficult to concentrate in class and grasp subjects, so I often fall behind.
Usually step out of at least 3 out of the 4 classes a day.
Well, it's hard because I just don't function as well as I used to, and I have a hard time reading. My eyes go cross and the words become blurry, so it takes me a lot longer to finish assignments than most people do.
I'm not good at organizing my stuff. I'm all over the place all the time. So I would say that when it came to school, I was absent a lot.
I get headaches early in the morning.
A harder time processing things because multiple stimulations, it messes me all up.
Makes it harder sometimes to get work done and sit there and take a lot of information in at once while sitting in a classroom.
Well, now I have to skip. Either I skip or I go in late to first block because I have to sleep in, because when I wake up at regular time, I can't get up or I can't open my eyes or stand up. So I do have to sleep in, so I miss my first block a lot. And then if I make it through first and second, I do sleep during lunch, so I don't get to eat because I can't go the entire day without falling asleep, so I do it during lunch, so it doesn't affect any of my classes.
Classes are more difficult because I can't remember all the information. It takes me longer to do things. And just the fluorescent lighting and just the whole setting basically is a little difficult.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall.
I'm really not an idiot. I just can't remember things.
Because this has happened to me doesn't necessarily define me. Because I still like to go out and have fun. I still try and push the limits even though I know I shouldn't because it's been so long.
Difficult it could be sometimes to be able to sit there and always have to pay attention because it doesn't seem like they always understand or see it the way that I see it.
My teachers knew the stress of or the anxiety I have, because I'm a smart kid and I'm in extension classes, but they all want me to take honors, but they don't understand the fact that how much stress and anxiety I have over their work, even though I could do honors work, but I'd have so much extra stress.
I wish I knew how disorganized I was and how I need the extra coaching to take notes. I need to know exactly what to put down, because teachers will say something and then I need to try to remember it to put it into words, and then sometimes I get my information wrong.
That I'm not just missing school because I don't want to come to school, is that I actually have things happening in my life, and that although diabetes is set up as a standard of oh, fat people, blah blah blah, it's that's not the only effect of it. It goes through this whole emotional aspect. If you get diabetes, it's pretty degrading because everyone has this standard of you're fat, you don't do well, you're this, that, and it kind of, once you get that diagnosis, it's kind of well, damn. If I tell people, they might think poorly of me, so I don't really share with my teachers that I am diabetic for the reason that I don't want them to look poorly on me.
I just wish a lot of my teachers don't even know what a concussion is. They've never had a student with a concussion, so they tell me I'm their test dummy, which for me is really hard because I'm looking for them to help me because I'm unable to necessarily do all these things at the time, and they're looking for me to tell them everything that I need when I don't necessarily always know what I need.
I'm tired all the time. I feel my only free time I use to rest, so I don't get a lot of my work done, so a lot of my teachers think that I'm just not trying in the class when I really am, and then they also they think I'm lazy again just because I can't grasp the subject, because I forget it a lot, so it's a lot of extra work that I have to put in.
I want to start by thanking you for listening, as students like myself often feel isolated, frustrated, depressed, and unheard simply because our illness is not visible to the naked eye. Teachers can best help students like us by asking questions and doing your best to understand what we have to routinely endure and then what we need to do to function on a daily basis. Some of my biggest supports have been teachers who can look me in the eye and know that I'm struggling. As overwhelming as it may seem, there are many ways that teachers can help us to succeed. Teachers can read and reread our 504s and IEPs. They can research our ailments and utilize the resources we have at our school, such as our amazing special ed department. They're always there so you can ask questions and figure out the best ways to help us. It's always wonderful when a teacher gets creative with assignments that really play to our strengths and help us showcase what we know. Most importantly, when in doubt, always err on the side of the student. We are never lying or faking it, and we are most certainly not lazy or dumb. It makes a huge difference in our lives when we are heard and understood. On behalf of all students with invisible disabilities and illnesses, we thank you for the time and energy you spend helping us and so many others succeed.
Hold me down, feel alive.